Hey, what's up my peeps, and welcome back to Ireland Tries the Internet. To all of you folks who are new to my channel, hello, it is very nice to meet you here today. If you like this video and you like seeing me do things, go ahead and click subscribe down below and turn on the bell icon. That way you can get notified of when I make videos, because I post a video every single Friday. Okay, and to all my returning subscribers, hello, it's great to see you here again today. How you doing? I'm hoping the best in the world for you. Okay, first off, I'd like to apologize if my audio is a little meh today. I could not find the adapter for my microphone, but that aside, just wanted to give a heads up if you're like, this sounds weird. This might be why. But yeah, just a heads up, if it doesn't bother you, then it doesn't bother anything, and then I didn't bring it up at all. Okay. Why are you wearing so much pink, Ireland? Oh, thank you for asking. Yes, I am decked out in pink this fine evening, in support of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So, breast cancer affects lots of people, and I'd like to show my support. So in the description of this video, I will include a link to the Susan G. Komen Foundation website, where you can look up more information about it, or donate if you are so inclined. I just wanted to raise that as a thing for this week's video. Okay, so I have done a writing video in the past about Google Fueled kind of challenge, or the Google challenge, and everyone, it seemed to go well. It seemed like people really liked the video, so I thought, hey, I like writing. I've been writing a lot because I'm working on a rough draft for a short story for one of my classes. So while I should be working on that right now, I'm not. So I thought, let's at least get writing to do something productive per se. So since I thought you all liked my last writing themed video, even though the stories ended up really terrible, I thought I'd try out another writing themed video. So welcome all my writers and fighters out there to this writing themed challenge. So what's the challenge, you might ask? The challenge is I will be using a random subject generator for a prompt, and then I will give myself 5 minutes to write down a story in the Written Kitten website. And from there, I've set it so that every 100 words, it gives me a kitten. I think it's a little picture or something. And I'll show it when I do it. Yeah. And we'll read the stories together and see what we can come up with. Let's see what my strange mind comes up with. So I am on the random subject generator site, and I will see how this goes. Okay, random subject. Generate a subject, please. Write about yourself at age 7. Set my timer for 5 minutes. I'll click start. And I'm off. Oh, kitten. Another kitten. More kittens. All right. Let's see what we got here. I did something. Yep, I did something. Okay, so I suppose the point of writing prompts, at least for me, is I look at it and then whatever comes to mind, I just write about it. And that's, I guess, the point for normal people, except it's a problem for me because I come up with weird things right off the bat. So it's the prompt was write about yourself at the age of 7. And so I thought, I don't want to write about myself at the age of 7, one, because I don't remember anything and I'm boring. And 2, I like making up random characters. So I thought, okay, let's go with an octopus. Yep. So I did. I went with an octopus. That's what I worried about it for 5 minutes. So I'm gonna read it, and we're just gonna take in the fact that and accept, hopefully, that this is the way I work, I guess. Okay, I shall read. At the age of 7, I grew my first tentacle. My mother was so proud that she showed me off to all the other octopus parents. I was the first one in my class of octopus to grow mine, so I was proud. I showed it off to all of my friends, exclaiming, "Look at my wondrous tentacle." Little had I known that my hubris would backfire on me. While I was the first to grow my tentacle, I was also the last to grow any others. While my classmates had long and short tentacles appear out of thin air overnight, I remained with my one lone tentacle. It was long and slimy and perfect, but it was alone. Before I knew it, at the age of 8, every other octopus in the class had grown their dark purple sticky masses, and I was the only one left out. While others attended swim gatherings where they would compete to see who could boost themselves off the fastest using their tentacles, I was left to the sidelines, concerned about how my future would now change. Would I be a lone tentacled octopus for the rest of my life? Subject 2. Generate subject. If you came into a large amount of money, what would you do with it? That is my prompt. I'm gonna set my timer for 5 minutes. And okay. Oops, I did it again. I wrote something strange. Yep. So, the prompt was, if you came into a large amount of money, what would you do with it? And so I thought I would never come into a large amount of money. I made it up. I said, poof, it appears out of nowhere and chaos ensues. So I shall read the story with that preface in mind. I stare into the shiny mass of coins that seem to have erupted onto my driveway. I look across the street and am met by the glare of a handful of now wolf-like creatures. They lick their lips as if desiring to consume me completely. Why had my fire hydrant blown a pile of gold coins onto my lawn? I'm not sure, but now I am left with a decision. My neighbors eyed me as if waiting for the shot to jump through the gates and attack. It felt like this was the start of Hunger Games, or maybe just Black Friday. The anticipation killed us. Dare I move my legs forward and reach out for the money? I skid my slippers across the driveway, and the sound echoed through the cul-de-sac. Each neighbor revved their engines and ran towards the pile. I hurled my body forward, collapsing on the pile of coins and shoving a healthy handful into my robe pockets. This is all I need. I quickly made my escape and locked myself inside, watching the anarchy ensue from my window. Mothers throwing their babies to the ground, and elderly using their walkers as sabers to fend away the children. Each had saliva dripping down their mouths and foaming around their lips. A pack of wild dogs is the best I could compare it to. I stood silent, gripping my coat. This was pure madness. People are crazy. And if a bunch of coins spit out of my fire hydrant Mario style, this is what I think would happen. Realistically, this is fiction, but also, if this were to happen, this is probably what it would be like. So that's the image I would like to hopefully convince you of. Okay, one last story. So story number 3. If you had the power to change one person's life, how would you do it? Oh snap. This is a loaded question for me. I'm very ready for this. Okay, if you had the power to change one person's life, how would you do it? Get that creative juices going and set the timer for 5 minutes. And we're off. Kitty. Kitty. I was getting to the good stuff. Okay. I can continue this on my own time. But okay, so it said, if you had the power to change one person's life, How would you? And I thought superpowers. Because I'm a giant nerd. Okay, so I'm gonna read it and then I'm gonna explain where I was gonna go with this to make it a little bit more understanding. Okay, here we go. My power, you ask? Well, it is anything but ordinary. I am the keeper of powers, the almighty hero, if you will. I own them all and hand them out to those I see worthy. The heroes of your stories, those are all thanks to me. Zeus's lightning, Hercules' strength, I got it all, baby. So what is the most memorable person I've met, and how have I changed them? One day I was wandering the streets in search of the next hero of legend and stumbled upon an old man in search for some money. The clink of coins in his cup caught my attention. This man needed a change. This man needed change. That'd be smarter to say. This man needed change. I looked him in the eyes and just stood there silent. The man's hair was so long and outrageous that it covered his eyes and mouth. I was unsure if he could even see me standing there. He said, "Hello, stranger, how are you?" I crouched down to speak to him and said, "I can't complain. How about you?" In which he replied, "I could complain, but what's the point?" I looked at him, and at first he seemed sad, but the more I stared, the more he seemed content. "Is there something I can offer you to make your day better?" I asked. He sat there for what felt like years. "Well, I'd say you could give me my sight back, but that's outrageous." And so, I was gonna say throughout the rest of the story that the hero gives the guy who owns all the powers was gonna give the guy's sight back, and he was gonna say that even though this is not the most extreme superpower for someone to have, he made the most use of it, and it ended up being more worthwhile than any other superpower he had ever given to someone before. So I thought that would have been really sweet, but I couldn't get to it because I only have 5 minutes. So I'm sorry. I might continue with this storyline elsewhere because it's actually kind of interesting to me to think about that. But yeah, that is my third and final story of the evening. I've been sitting here for some time, as have you probably, and I think it's time to close it off. If you used my prompts to create stories, let me know in the comments down below. Just give me a synopsis of what you wrote, and I'll be like, yes, that's it. Go get 'em, person. Or not. It's up to you. Or just let me know what you think of my stories. Did you think they were a little bit outrageous? In the case of the octopus story, probably. Actually, probably in the case of any of the stories. But which one was your favorite of the 3? Did you have a favorite? Did you hate them? I accept all constructive criticism. You can tell me it's bad and they suck, and I can accept that, but please tell me why as well. Because you just saying it sucks doesn't help me improve it. But you saying it sucks because I just don't like octopus, and you wrote a whole story about a tentacle boy, I'd say this makes sense. I can accept this. So yeah, let me know your opinions down in the comments down below. Again, I am posting the link for the Susan G. Komen Foundation website down below if you want to check that out. Inform yourself and donate if you can. If not, it's completely fine. It's just there because I'd like to raise awareness on the platforms I'm on. So yeah, I hope you have a fantastic week, and I will see you next week with another video where I eat 50 pounds of pudding in order to enter a sumo wrestling contest. Stay tuned. Bye!